Welcome to
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you
I
doing?
talk about so many different things
How you
related to
been?
life and living and all
What's
sorts of
going
stuff. So
on?
if you're unable to
What's
see more than
good?
the story line,
Are you
please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check me out
Somebody
later
getting it
over
for
on
you?
YouTube and listening. So welcome
What's
to
going
Wake Up Now
on,
Clubhouse.
people?
Follow me on Facebook.
Subscribe to my channel.
What's going on, people? I come to you with bad news. We lost one of our sisters. Her name was Keanna Mattel. She was 35 years old. I want to share this story with you. This story is coming out of Detroit. Okay, I come here with bad news. We lost one of our sisters. Her name was Keanna Mattel. She was only 35 years old. Now, this story is being reported as of December the 7th, 2018. A trans woman has been killed 3 years after speaking out against anti-trans violence. 3 years ago, after a trans woman in the neighborhood was killed, Keanna Mattel, that police didn't understand the challenges facing trans people. On Friday, Mattel herself became the latest transgender victim of violence, which was yesterday. Mattel was 35 years old, an active member in the Detroit ballroom scene and loved by many. She died 2 blocks away from the spot where her transgender neighbor Amber Monroe was gunned down back in August 2015. On Friday morning, police found Mattel's body in Palmer's Park neighborhood, the victim of a gunshot wound. Detroit Police Department spokesperson Dan declined to identify Mattel. Instead, of friends of the LGBTQ advocates spread words after her passing through the grapevine. Now, Dan did confirm that the police found the body of a transgender woman around 6 a.m. in East McNichols Road between Bush and Armana on Detroit East Side. Police has arrested a 46-year-old male in connection with the shooting, said Dan. He would not release the identity of that person. It may be cause of self-defense, probably robbery. Dan also told and added that the police were in the process of interviewing a suspect, but believed that the shooter may have been the victim of attempt robbery. But the investigation continued. LGBTQ advocate, whoever declining to speak on the record, says some who knew Mattel says that she may have been picked up by the person who killed her, suggesting that may have been a target. Now, Dan said that it was unknown whether Mattel knew the shooter. In 2015, The Guardian quoted that Martel in his coverage of Moreau's death, and the police were unaware of our struggles and have no sympathy for us. Mattel told The Guardian nobody ever asked what happened to the person to get here. On social media, Mattel's friends mourn her passing. Mattel was an active member of the Detroit ball scene in the middle of legendary icon House of Ebony. So, unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you are in the LGBTQ and have experienced or witnessed violence, reported to Anti-Violence Project hotline at 212-714-1141. You know, this is horrible. This is horrible. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. She was advocating for another girl, and then she gets murdered. Friday, which is basically yesterday, 6 a.m., her body was found with a bullet. She died 2 blocks away from Amber Monroe, was gunned down in 2015. 2 blocks away. So all I can say is rest in peace, my sister. Rest in peace. Okay, all I can say is rest in peace, my sister. Rest in peace. Now, they're saying basically they got a person of interest. They arrested someone, but they don't want to release their pictures and stuff to the public. And I find it to be amazing. You know, the reason why I'm thinking that they're not releasing this because they're not sure of the person that they arrested that's supposed to be alleged the killer that killed this girl, beautiful girl. And I feel as though they're not showing the picture because they're not sure. That's just my opinion. Or they're protecting the person that is the killer. My personal feeling is to feel as though they're not really sure that this is actually a person that's killed her and stuff. We have to wait and see evidence as far as proof, because we know when it comes down to crimes that's being committed, they arrest anyone and they arrested someone. So I'm not really sure if it's accurate as far as the person that's been arrested, but they do not want to release the picture of the person that's been arrested. And if it is the person that's been arrested, I find it amazing how they're trying to protect their privacy. It's amazing. It amazes me how this world works sometimes. You know, here's a beautiful girl, her life has been shortened and killed. Now the family has to mourn her life and now mourn her death. And it's sad because we're protecting the alleged killer, because we don't want the public to jump on this person for killing one of our own. Anyway, like I said before, rest in peace in the family in my prayers. Rest in peace, rest in peace. And people be safe out there. She was actually advocating for another girl that was killed, Monroe, and she was upset about Amber Monroe, 20 years old, and she was upset about that, about her killing, and I did the story her as well. And here it is, 3 years later, she's killed out there. So the girls out there in Detroit, be careful. Be careful. All I can say is rest in peace, my sister, rest in peace. Anyway, I love you guys. Please be safe. I love you.